All right, we should be good to go. Just let me know if everything sounds okay. Make sure the audio's good, and then we'll hop right in. Man, being a Karaka fan isn't easy. And also, make sure my voice isn't doing that weird Darth Vader shit. But yeah, how y'all doing? This is just me, by the way, just me today. I wanted to kind of go back and forth with the chat, kind of one on one. So you know, but yeah, everything sounds good. I'm waiting for you guys to tell me the audio's okay. Everything's all right. I'm not too loud, too low, and then I'm a hop right in because there's a specific reason why I want to talk about it because I've been getting a lot of comments lately, um, and the comments about Karaka are kind of baffling to me because it's like this guy's not getting any respect right now, and I'm like I can't blame them. I really can't blame anyone who feels that way. I understand there's different levels of fandom. Okay, good, all right. Yeah, I'm much better than Karaka. Just saying. Listen, I'm not here to argue who's the best Slayer. I'm just here to talk about Karaka. I'm just here to talk about my guy and how he's been showcased recently. Cause okay, so I'm getting comments where like I'm thinking, all right, you know, the audio is weird. You know what? Let me just check myself. Give me a sec. I'm getting comments from people saying Karaka is weak, like weak, like he's. People already think that he's the Bam's already stronger, and he's kind of being. Damn it, beyond. Damn it! I thought something was wrong. And I'm like, damn, like look, I know there's different levels of like being a fan of Tower God. Like a lot of us, we're crackheads. We love every crook. We look for everything we can find. Some people just read it and they go on with their day, so they're not gonna catch the nuances and the specific things that we go, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's cool. They just go like, Bam is scratching Calivan. Karaka is not. Therefore, Bam better than Calivan. And I can't blame them for thinking that way. But these comments are becoming so much more frequent where I even saw someone go, Urek's weakness is probably his defense because Bam was able to scratch him when he's weak, and now that he's strong, it's so hard for him to hurt Calivan. And I'm sitting here going, no, 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 that's not what that meant. Like, and this is why I keep saying this series has a kind of an issue with a little bit of consistency from start to finish. I understand Bam scratching Urek back in the beginning of season 2 was supposed to showcase Bam's potential. That was just the point of it, to show like, yo, he's going to be a monster. But now in hindsight, when we're trying to kind of get an amalgamation of all the things that he's done, this stands out and it looks bad, right? And so Karaka is kind of getting that treatment right now. Karaka's dominance and presence was established earlier on in the series when Jin Sung visited, and people are just overlooking him. He needs some respect. And now I'm seeing memes. I'm seeing memes too, bro. I saw a meme of like people in like a mother in a pool with two children, and the drowning baby has like Karaka over it. The mother, I think it was the mother. The mother was Jin Sung Ha, and then it's lifting Bam out the water like I'm gonna save this child and let this one drown. Like, and obviously that's a meme. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, I'm taking this meme seriously. But the meme is centered in some truth because this is how some people are seeing it and looking at him. So it's like there's some truth to it. And I don't blame anyone that thinks this way, but let's kind of talk about the issue that I think. World of Darkness still the raw Shinsu style? Talk to him. The thing people just look at as combat feats nowadays sometimes. Yeah, I know. The memes are good, man. I'm not saying the memes are bad. It's just when you see that, you kind of start to think, damn, like this is kind of how the community is seeing him. I can't speak for the grander scope and scope of the community. I can only speak anecdotally, what I see, what I hear, and I'm getting a little scared, bro. Like he's not getting the respect that he deserves. But let's talk about like the issues that I have with him, kind of currently, and mine's aren't all combat related. I thought SIU was handling Karaka quite literally, I want to say near perfectly until the last station. And I want to go back and forth because I want to see who agrees with me and who doesn't, which is why I wanted to have a rapport with the chat, go back and forth, just us. My stance is that when it comes to Karaka's relationship with Ha Jin Sung, it makes sense what we're seeing, like the scene where he's like, I made this armor for you, this and that and the other. Like I get it. It's not nonsensical, which I think is the people when I say I don't like it, the pushback that I get is I think people think that I think it doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but how you get there matters. I always use the Daenerys example from Game of Thrones because nobody was upset at the literal act that what she did in the last season. It's how we got there. It wasn't seamless. It was a mess. So when Karaka comes to the last station and he goes, "Hey, excuse me, did you really kill my master? This and that and the other, yada yada yada." To me, that's weird. The reason why I think it's weird is because I didn't have any prior instance, any prior panel, text, or any moment before that. Before he says that, I had no reason to believe he actually cared about Ha Jin Sung. And we can go through all the things that happened. He does not listen to him, right? He'd be like, "Hey yo, leave Bam alone." And as soon as he's gone, he's like, "Hey yo, go fuck with Bam." Okay. Hey, take off your mask and let's eat. I don't take off my mask for people I don't trust. Like there's so many moments like this where it's like he's constantly going after Bam, disobeying Ha Jin Sung. He's driven to get White back, and he's doing his own thing, right? So all those things are happening, and it's not like SIU couldn't have spun it in a way where it seems like it's jealousy. It could happen. Like it makes sense. It's not that it didn't make sense, but I don't think he's portrayed it that way. He portrayed it to me like we used to be master and student. We had a falling out, and now I don't mess with you anymore. That's how it looks to me. And he even said one day his needle will point at me, basically insinuating that one day he's gonna have to go against Ha Jin Sung. So it's like, where did all that go? And now all I see is save my master, save my master, save my. Where are his original goals? Where are his original motivations? And like, where did all that go? All he's all about is play nice with Bam and like go get my master. This is not the Karaka that I understand and know. I have a problem with this. I do. And like I said, all he had to do was spin it in a jealousy way. Like I don't think that he did it that way. So like when it happens now, it's like, listen, this makes sense. I just wish there was more. You sprinkled more of this, like earlier on, because I even say that I don't think Bam and Ha Jin Sung's relationship is that strong from Bam's point of view. I know Ha Jin Sung likes Bam. That was clear. But I don't know, man. Let me see. Read the chat. Yes, in the last station, he kind of became a nobody. Yo, what's up, Naya? Only found your channel recently, but I was binging all your old videos for Tower God discussion with your bud. Y'all hilarious. Very good analysis. I appreciate that. Not everyone says that. They all yell at me. I think the lack of trust we get from Karaka to Jin Sung is probably because he found out about Jin Sung choosing Bam. Okay. Hey, why use the word VOD? I never understood that. What happened to vid? I think VOD is like after the stream is up. I think they call it the VOD. I don't even know what that means. Maybe Karaka is just he's kind of a tsundere. We're playing along. Then after Karaka accepted, shows Bam, he's cool now. SLU don't know how to write. Yeah, listen, Karaka's always been kind of funny. I don't know if you guys remember the last station when he's like, "You got me TV, but all there is the news." He's like, yeah, it's the news, bro. The news is the best. You don't watch the news? You gotta stay informed, bro. To your point about him not liking Jin Sung Ha, I disagree a little. Think of it like Hidan and Kakazu from the Akatsuki. They don't fuck with each other necessarily, but he has his back plus mutual respect. Okay. Now here's my kind of pushback to that, right? I want to frame that I don't think that everything that I want to frame this so that you understand that I still think that this makes sense. I just don't think that SIU properly set it up. It just kind of, to me, it kind of came out of nowhere, right? I think him working with Bam to save Ha Jin Sung is not nonsensical because Karaka is pragmatic. He's a smart guy. He's always thinking, right? Even when all this mess is happening and Bam is caught up in the mess, he's like, "Yo, focus on the task at hand. We gotta break the spell on the wall so the needle can get in." You know, like even though he's not being portrayed particularly strong. And I have to say this too, because I forgot to talk about this because remember I said how I felt like he was handling Karaka perfectly up until that moment. I forgot to say this. Karaka has really no W's. I don't have a problem with that personally. I'm not a meathead where it's like my character's gotta always win every fight. I felt like SIU was hiding how strong Karaka was. very well. Now Karaka is interesting. He's got cool techniques and whatnot, and he showcased that well. World of Darkness, Infinite Lives. You know what I'm saying? Like he was dope. You can tell for animated and people. I think it's secret written in it's Karaka caring about. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe there's a moment like where Karaka's like looking at a picture or something, and he's like, you know, our master has lost his way. I don't know, something like that. But what's up, Kako? But shit, what was I saying? Okay, so I call this like I call in Marvel. I usually have an issue with when Marvel wanted to introduce a new character. This isn't gonna make sense in a second. Just bear with me. I know you may not read comments. This might not make sense to you, but I'll explain it. I'll make it make sense. A lot of times when Marvel, and a lot of times just even DC, when they want to introduce a new big bad guy and show you that, hey, this new bad guy is a threat, they need a fall guy. So what I mean a fall guy is they use somebody very powerful that we as the audience identify with the aura of invincibility. They make that person lose. So it's like, oh, we just stopped, you know, Thanos. This is crazy. Blah blah blah. This new threat comes to Earth. What should we do to show that this new person is a real threat? Have him beat the Hulk. Oh well, this guy just beat the Hulk. Like he's like, so they like to use a fall guy, right? It's like Vegeta. Yes, in a sense, like Vegeta. Like they use a strong person as the fall guy to show that, hey, this new threat is looming, is coming. Is no joke. They just took out like Zoro. He just took out, you know, Zebra from Toriko, like something crazy like that. And I thought SIU was doing a good job by having Karaka constantly fight against people who he had no business really challenging one-on-one, from Yuri Jihad to Urek Mazino. Yeah, we could roast him for getting poked. It's Urek. Urek was gonna embarrass anybody he was gonna fight, right? So I felt like, yes, we are constantly seeing Karaka lose, but he's going up against insurmountable odds. When he gets off the train, he's like, what the heck's going on? All of these rankers, the Jihad's armies here. It's like he's not winning because everyone he's going up against, they're just monsters, and he's still establishing himself. He's still on the come up. He's a ranker. He's a newest Slayer. I felt like that portrayal was well done, because even when White came out, I think White might have killed like 3 rankers to Karaka's 1. So it's like it's showing you the levels of difference in like the Slayer category when White was perfect. Like he was doing that so well, I thought. And then we got to where we got. And I think what makes it hurt more is that now he's a high ranker. I don't know why he became a high ranker. I'm not understanding what he did to become a high ranker, because all you saw him do during the course of the journey is kind of lose. So my thinking was that in this war, we would use Karaka's feats here to get him to high ranker. But let me chat. Sorry, I was ranting, vibing. I think as Bam and Karaka are about to save Jin, Karaka might betray Bam and take him out. Been a while since we got a good betrayal. I like that. And what gave me hope with that was White's attitude towards Bam. Like he hasn't switched up his perspective. Like he needs him for the time being, but he wants the souls from him. He wants the soul for it. So that has given me some hope. But I genuinely think Karaka does not have any animosity towards him anymore. I think he'll go his separate ways after the fact, but I don't think he has any issues with Bam anymore. Scratch up who's no joke. He's one shot. Check her out. To give Karaka his credit, he straight up bodied fodder rankers till he fought Yuri again. Yeah, Karaka was fighting high rankers, but he still be holding his own in most of them. Like you see what I'm saying, like he was doing his thing. You know, he wasn't supposed to be winning. He's not supposed to be beating Yuri. You're not supposed to beat Urek. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing a good job. The high rank promotion was out of nowhere. Would have rather him being. Yeah, I could have lived with advanced ranker. I hate the whole Bam isn't a regular, so it makes sense that he's this powerful. But like, how many crazy things is gonna be able to do just because he's an irregular? He's just too broken. I agree with that, but I have had to accept that this is the reality of Bam. It is an exercise in futility to fight against this. I've been doing it for 2 years. I promise you, you're just gonna go crazy. Don't do it. Don't fight. When White licked his lip looking at Bam, and see, that's what I need from Karaka, that kind of energy. But okay, let's kind of talk about how he's being showcased from I think holding on against a ranker, surely. I think holding your own against a top 500 Yuri must give you a high ranker, surely. If you're saying that he because of him surviving all these ordeals and going up against all these certain people, that is what got him to becoming a high ranker, I just need a statement. Just say it. I don't think I don't know if I would be like, well, New Rec was kind of crazy to know about that one. So I guess I hear you. I just felt like it just came out of nowhere because when they called them all high rankers, I thought it was a line translation error, just because I'm thinking. No, Karaka's a ranker, and you even see like remember when Kel Helm shoots that one arrow and it kind of scratches Karaka. Like SIU goes out his way to make sure you know that out of all the Slayers, he's the weakest one, and I'm okay with that because he's supposed to be the rising star of evil. But now I'm seeing, like as far as I'm concerned, because he looks to be the most useless against Caliban. He's just kind of keeping Bam alive by like using his steel trees to hold him back a little bit, and things of that nature. But he's not really if he seems like a non-factor, and I think this showcase is making people look at him and like this guy's not the guy. Bam's already stronger than him. White season, white gang. We got Yama. He's that dude. This, that, and the other. I know Karaka's not weak. I know he's strong. I know Caliban's a monster. So it's like that's not lost on me. But I think the showcase does look bad. It looks bad for him. It doesn't look good. I still see Karaka stronger than Bam right now. Oh, absolutely. His defense is really good, and he's unkillable. He protected Bam a lot right now. Bam's kind of just an unblockable type of Shinsu. Hello, what's up? What's up, Iman? I agree with that. But I guess I'm holding out because this guy. I understand that not a lot of people may care about Karaka to the same degree I did because he's my favorite Slayer. He's one of my favorite characters. But it's been trying. Like I obviously like people are giving me a hard time. Like this is your man's. This is Karaka. Like you looking kind of like so like they're making fun of me. They're like, are you sure you don't want to switch to team? It's white season now. Like they all my head. So like I'm a little bit hurt, but it's just I just want better for him. I just want to see him actually shine. I want him to get some cool combat feats. The war is not over. All we did was like part of it. So like there's still many opportunities, but it's just like. Sage on Roxas gets it. He's one of my favorite characters. I still think he and Wagner are clones of Jihad or something. That's not an uncommon theory. They're related to the king in some facet. So, but I would like him to just get a real cool moment to shine in terms of combat, and with him retaining his original personality and goals and motivations. Before the war started, I thought Karaka was going to be super OP, at least during the Hell Train. He seemed unstoppable. You see, like, and I'm starting to see more comments like that. Actually, I forgot to mention this. Two of my friends recently caught up, my cousin and my friend, right? But, like, they caught up. And I remember them saying, like, yo, you used to post a lot of these pictures of this guy in the armor, and I thought he was going to be crazy. And they're like, this guy is trash, bro. He's weak. And I'm like, hey. No. Like they're not impressed. They're Team Yama. Both of them are like Yama's the GOAT Slayer. SIU's taking a break this arc because of health issues. Did I not mention that? I forgot. I think I might have forgot to mention that. In the latest Raw for Tower God in the Korean chapters of Webtoon, I did put a community post with a link to Reddit so you can see the blog post where he talks about it. SIU's having health problems. He's hurt. He has a hernia in his back, I think, or a hernia, whatever. And he's going to be taking an indefinite break from Tower of God for a little bit. So we don't know when it's going to come back. I think for non-fast pass readers, you have about 6 more chapters before you're completely caught up. And I think for anyone who reads the fast pass and caught up, you got about 1 or 2 more. So yeah, it's going to be on break for a while in a couple of weeks. But SIU deserves this break. He needs it, honestly. He's always complaining about his wrist and his back and his health in the blog post, so he needs the break. So yeah. If you want to see like where the source is in the blog post, I have a community post in my YouTube. Just click the link and it'll take you to where he said that. But yeah, he needs the break. I don't blame him for taking a break. The lackluster anime quality would have given anybody health issues. Blaze speaking facts. For anybody who's been wondering and kind of DMing me here and there, hey, are you gonna talk about the anime? No. I have nothing else to say about that anime. I will do a stream when it's all said and done, but you guys are not going to have me every week sitting down for 25 minutes to watch that mid. I don't like it. If you are enjoying the anime, more power to you. Have a great time. I'm happy for you. I am not enjoying it, so I stopped. I think the last episode I saw was 5. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I can confirm that they discussed the hernia really It's tough because I've been there. I had it too. There's literally no way you can drive when it's inflamed. Damn. I don't even know what a hernia is, which is the crazy part. I didn't bother with the anime as always. To do with Lel. Rachel Goat. Uh-oh. But yeah, that's basically like my stance on Karaka. So like, to kind of reiterate, I think the relationship with him and Hajin Sung has not been properly set up. I don't like it. I don't think Karaka has done, said, or showed me anything prior to his statement in the last station when Caliban comes to kill Bam that he had any reason to really care about Hajin Sung. And I actually felt that way about Bam too a little bit because Bam doesn't like fuck and he seemed a little like, no, you stay over there in that corner. But, you know, with the way that Jin Sung Ha will come protect him, let him escape, get the money to save Elaine, it's like obviously from his point of view, I get that. But and then I think that he's not being showcased very pleasantly right now in terms of even like he's kind of like like people are like look at Karaka getting carried by Cha like he's some child. Like I mean, he was like they're like the Karaka dads are fed up. Karaka people who want to like stir the pot, they're coming at us. It's just not a good time for us. We're struggling. Here's the thing: compare him with Wagnan, both don't have many wins, but Wagnan's not a fighter. But that was established early though, so like I don't expect Wagner and his Pokeballs to be with him. I mean, both have many wins. Actually, have been shown to be among the weakest, so perhaps it's a comparison to show the mysterious iron luck they both have. Karaka doesn't seem Karaka is living, but a lot of that may have to do with the armor that I just give him. I don't know if that's necessarily luck. Sorry guys, my back hurts a little bit. If Rachel looked dirty, then you know she gave that sloppy top. What happened to the irregular that group with Rachel and Dorsey and Hua Ryuna? I doubt he's anywhere near in power to Bam, even without his souls, Red Thorn, the rest of Evolution, and Doggy Power Up. Doggy Power Up? Them dog niggas, man. Yeah, Wagner does need some more shine. I don't know if he's going to be start throwing hands, but ultimately, I don't think... I know Karaka's not a weak person. He's not weak, but I just think that he's been kind of mishandled, and... because of that, the way that people perceive him is all over the place. You have people like me who understand. I kind of put him. I think I have him where he should be. Like I don't think he's. I think he's an upcoming monster. I use the word monster. In the sense within the inhabitants of the tower, because obviously on the regular is just gonna be a different. Like they be calling these guys monsters, and I go, bro. The biggest monster I've seen in the tower are all regulars. Let's just call it what it is. Bam be acting up and talking smack with high rankers. His whole attitude and demeanor to high rank ups are just off. No wonder we don't rate them as much. Bam's white privilege. We will be able to see a little bit family leader in this arc. This would probably be a good instance to show him at least a silhouette or something, have him say something with what's going on. But yeah, I never struggled because my Slayer has been Yama from the moment we saw him in that bath. You see, platinum or gold, you picked your allegiance well. You see, I was standing Karaka for so long. I was pulling out all the stops to defend him on the floor of death. When he got poked, I'm like, bro, it's Urek. Urek would do it to anybody. Come on, man. Come on. I was protecting him. I had my cape on. Did SIU forget about Rand and Nobig? Listen, not to spoil anything, but if you know, and you know what I'm excited for what's coming up next. And if I could get what I got, do not give up on Rand. It's possible. Rand might come back, bro. Hang in there. Hang in there. It's possible. I don't know about Novik though. So yeah, I saw you forgot about Lore, man. I thought Elaine was gonna come through and do some stuff. Elaine didn't do nothing. I was so excited. Hawkenly is here more than Elaine. Elaine's probably lurking. I hope he's lurking somewhere. I'm trying to see her and Finnear do something, bite some people. But yeah, like this arc has been good though. That all being said, I just thought like the perception that I've been seeing about Karaka has been interesting. People are not giving him respect. They're not rating him, and like I said, I can't blame them. I understand why this line of thinking is existing right now. I'm not with it. I'ma hang in there. I'ma keep my Karaka Steel Tree card in my pocket. I'm gonna ride out, but it's not looking good, bro. Not looking good at all. The reason Karaka did not trust in Sung is because he didn't know Bam. What if Bam's character was similar to White's, for example, which is more typical of a Slayer? So you think in meeting Bam and seeing him, no, that makes sense. Maybe that makes sense now, but I don't even know if I don't know. That's weird because I know why you're saying that, just because with what was his name, Death Ladies, like, do you trust him now? And he's like, "Well, get out of here, blah blah," like, like Karaka is playing like a little Sundere kind of thing. So I get why you're saying that. But even with the what was it called, the Canine Tooth Festival and stuff, and stealing the Fang, he's like, all right, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna say this, and Bam his own thing. He's like, bro, what's good with you, bro? If I see you in the festival, I'm gonna take the Fang from you and make a deal myself. Like, Bam constantly is not listening to him. So like, I don't know about that one. I don't know. It's interesting to think about though. I think the real power scaling issues will come once Machete comes into battle. Really and truly, she's the strongest there. God knows who can stand up to her within the FUG group. I think I actually also agree. With the fact that I think out of all the people who are there right now, I think Machete is the strongest. I could think Calavando. I'm up there. Randad and not got him with that tail. Nah, it was Paracool, bro. Paracool ended his career. Revolution. Yep, one word, cool. You already know. I disagree with the Crocker never rated Bam. He always thought he was unworthy. See, that's kind of how I saw it. We have to keep in mind that compare them to other irregulars. Bam progressed slowly. Is that I don't know if that's true or not true yet. I gotta see how Urek and Ryu, and I'm not really Fanta. I'm only Fanta out of this, and some of the other ones how they came up in the tower, because with how fast Urek climbed, you know what? You could be right though. That would be crazy, with all the stuff he's doing. But I feel like every irregular has something that makes them special. I think Bam's is his Kirby gimmick, the copy ability. 25th Kirby, 25th Galactus. He just eating stuff and getting more powers. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. I'm just read the chat and see what y'all talking about. Crocker was trying to melt the dude and kill his friends. Pretty sure he doesn't care about how evil Slayer candidate is. Yeah. Bam managed to beat Young Jihad though. I don't agree with that. Let me tell you why. And I don't think you're I get why you said that, and I don't think you're wrong to say that, but Jihad lost one arm and could have kept fighting and decided to give Bam the little Fitbit. Then the Jihad came down and yada yada yada. That fight could have kept going. And I always say that I used to like Tower of God games because when Bam was at a disadvantage, the stronger character would always create a game that gives Bam a fighting chance. Okay, so you may not be able to beat Dada Jihad straight up, but if you destroy these three spheres while I'm fighting you, you still could win. So it gives him a fighting chance. So that was to show at the moment at least. But obviously Bam closed the gap in that fight and did something crazy. I don't have an issue with you thinking Bam was stronger or even to Dada Jihad. The fact of the matter is Dada Jihad could have kept fighting. We saw him and Dada Adwan attack when the Jihad's power came into the hidden floor. So he could still keep fighting. He wasn't done. So I don't know if I really it's a win, but I don't know if that really proved that he was better than him. But I hear you though. I hear you. Tower TOG 2020 over One Piece 2020, 100% agree. Didn't Enryu enter directly from the floor of death? I don't think so. That's where he kind of made a big statement with the 9,000 banks and killing an administrator. That's when he became because he basically could accomplish something no one thought was possible. Imagine being a top slayer, then your teacher brings this little Justin Bieber looking kid with subpar strategic control and tells you he's the future. I'd be pissed too. Okay, but showcase that earlier. That's all I asked for. I never got that jealousy. He's angry. Fuck this Bam kid. It was more like, this guy's in my way. I'm trying to revive White, and then he had smoke with the team because Pedro got bodied by Yuri. So that's when he pulled up on her. And then when he seen Viola, he's like, hey, come catch the smoke. And then after, what happened. Bama Quincy now, so he's the new Ichigo. Who is more drip, Ichigo or Bam? There's a dab emoji. I'm fucking weak. I think all the irregulars came at their best or close to it. I've heard that. I've heard that some people think that some irregulars came in OD like some. I think I've heard someone say they think Urek came in as strong as he was. I don't like that. I don't like that. I like that. I think they all had to get better and learn and grow. And with the Great Pilgrimage, I think we know that's not, they couldn't have come in as super duper strong as they are now because they were learning about Shinsu. Jinsung learned that he could record it. Thing was Edouard had 3 Shinsu qualities at one point. He probably has more now, so they did grow and learn things. And then the REA family was able to still use swordsmanship and very dense Shinsu. It's supposed to be like liquid, so yeah. Do I think Bam will join the Rex group? They're gonna have to be allied to some degree just because of Arlene and because Urek's a regular that's kind of mentoring and cool with Bam. In addition to Arlene, they went away at the tower, and that will tie into Bam's story of him being, resurrected out the tower or coming back in type of thing. So yes, I don't know if he literally joins it, becomes a member, gets the tattoo on his back and everything, but they'll always be on good terms, I think. By the way, why the fuck is Bam pulling out a new ability out of his ass just to make a weapon when he already had the transformation? It's like he has so much stuff that he can only learn duplicates now. My issue was just that what was a part of the training arc? I would have an issue if he learned all of this during the 2 years after every battlefield he completed. He went back and Vankel or Hansung Yu, whoever the case, all right, taught him this, but like I said, it's an exercise in futility getting angered at. Bam is SIU addressed it in his blog post. Like people are getting upset that he keeps pulling out these things, and he basically SIU said like I'm aware that people feel this way, but he's special. So just basically saying I know, but he's not gonna change. So, and that's what I need to hear. Like it's not gonna change, bro. So it is what it is. But all right, that's really all I thought to say about the Karaka thing. SIU, the news. So remember, Tower guys gonna be on hiatus. And man, when I tell you some hype things are happening, and I can't wait till we get there because we're gonna have some fun. Just a couple more weeks, so we're gonna be there. But I'm gonna have Fug on his arm and Wahike Sung on his back. Yeah, something like that. Because he's kind of gonna reform Flug to what it should be, like a revolutionary group that wants to inspire real, genuine change in the tower, like for the betterment. But he has to kind of establish himself first. I like the rice pot more than the Evankel training. Oh, with the God of Guardians. Okay, yeah, that was dope. I don't have any issue when he gets stronger training when after he's trained and stuff. Like I don't have an issue with that. It almost feels the training almost feels like just I don't know. But yeah, I'm ready for next week coming up. So am I. I met like Urek, Fant, and Henry. They were like OD physically strong when they came in and learned since you mad fast, which would agree with the thing when someone said of Bam being slow. And they said that he wasn't as imposing as Urek and whatnot. So ultimately, we're gonna see. Yeetus, Elitus, we're gonna see. But damn. Just give Karaka some shine, bro. Some love. Give him some love, man. Some love. The rice pot felt more real to me than a Van Kel coming out of nowhere and loving Bam just because he's too cute. I agree with that. I got you. What do I think Loose Lex role will be? Loose Lex is interesting to me. It's very interesting to me. And the reason why is like, what is he doing? Like they're just in the back, just kind of watching. Like, what are you waiting for? What are you monitoring? Like, what is up with you? Like, I feel like Loose Lex is waiting for the perfect moment for something. But because of Loose Leg's relationship with I think was with Bam's family, I do think that when he's revealed, we're going to learn a lot about V and whatnot. So it's gonna be really, really interesting. It's gonna be dope. Also, where's Water Jelly? It's scary not knowing where he's on this battlefield. Oh, Water Jelly up there cooking some fire in the back, but they capture everybody. To be fair, he could not use the Threska transformation before experience the canine power or not burn the soul. Oh no, I'm not complaining. I didn't complain about that. I said that in my live reaction. Doom trying to turn him into a canine person is what gave him that ability, and the soul thing is like a spell that only White could really show him how to do. That's not the issue, really. It's just weird. It's just like, why? What was the point of the training in a sense? You know what I'm saying? It just comes across as a decision that is interesting, but I find it strange because if I get a flashback where it's like, and he kind of set up the Helm thing specifically pretty well. The teleportation of that was actually not poorly set up, I would say, but it's just kind of annoying at every instance. It's like, my back's against the wall, what should I do? Da, 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 da. New power. It's getting a little ridiculous, so people are starting to really notice and they're getting frustrated, and I don't blame them. I was frustrated so long ago. So it's just like, at this point I'm just like, I'm used to it. I've accepted my fate. Bam needs to focus. Surpassing the most recent generation of Slayers before worrying about loose leg. Yo, Tangent, what do you think about Gustang saying V was the absolute worst person? I think it's a point of view. I think Gustang truly believes that because of his beliefs and how he goes about stuff. Like, look at how the Podval family is talking about him. The esteemed, omnipotent, like, he might have a bit of a complex. Like, I don't know, like that. That's gonna be a matter of perspective, because I'm gonna think people, because there's people who like, and the one who thinks V was the one who should become king, so there's a clashing perspective there. So that's gonna be dope and interesting. But I'm glad you brought that up. I really think if SIU, I think really and truly if SIU is keeping the story true to itself, we'll never see Loose Like in battle unless it's a flashback. When Joe was complaining about the old news channel, Karaka said that was his favorite shit to watch. Actually was so funny, bro. That was so funny. What you guys? Do you think we're gonna have TOG 1,000 chapters? I have no idea. I miss Trivial Grace. I don't know. This man kind of bit a little more raw, but he's a guy who says a bug is a bug. So I wouldn't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's like, bro, these guys are nothing. Like he has the super elitist high ranker, I'm the shit mentality. I'm a family head. Urek is one of the only people who I say he is kept. He looks out for the little guy, even though he's a big fish. You know, I love Urek. He's been so well handled so far. And so was Karaka at one point, but goddamn. Alright guys. I'm going to go play Bug Fables, continue my game, and then hop on some Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Thank you guys for joining me. We get this more often. Respect Karaka. Make Karaka great again. Bring back my Slayer. All the hashtags that I need, everything. You know what it is.